Sweet. Yes. I love that you guys are on. I love that I'm live tonight. I'm not going to do jewelry sales tonight. I really want to. But this is going to be strictly a training video. If you want to share it, I don't care. If you don't want to share it, I don't care. If you want to delete it and block me, go ahead and do that. But as people are popping on here, I want to talk about it because, you guys, I've been on fire and my brain has been going all afternoon and all night. I've been doing invoicing. I had 3,000 pieces that I sold that I was doing invoicing to. And while I was doing it, I kept having this thought run over my head, right? That panel, can I ask you guys, as you guys are popping on here, that panel that we had the other day that I was a part of, I was blessed and humbled to be a part of, right? Because several of those questions was like, right to the heart. You know what I'm saying? What up, Aaron Bywater? Aaron, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. I hope Casey's sitting there right there with you. But I'm pretty sure it was Miss Erica Cole who said this. And while I was live, I don't know if you saw this. I'm trying to find the actual paper. While I was live, while we're sitting there, you saw me like all of a sudden like freak out. And I grabbed a piece of paper and I was writing notes down, right? Because I'm positive as Erica Cole said this. And she talked about being active and that she teaches her people how to be active, right? So here's what I'm going to say. And I may or may not kind of look at comments as we go because I want to stay pretty focused. I don't want to get distracted on random comments, right? But she talked about the power of 16, that it takes 16 to be active, right? As far as pieces. And she talked about, what was it, Erica? I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was, but also now I'm thinking it wasn't, right? I wrote it down and I just can't find my notes. But whoever it was, right, talked about to be active, you sell 16 pieces and then you're able to be active. Like I kind of sat down and broke it down and I'm like, really, it's like 15. You know, if you take 15, you know, do your math, blah, 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 it's 75, all that stuff, right? So here's what I want to talk about, right? Because, and I hope that my thought process is able to be transferred to you guys. Because to me, this is going to be powerful for me, right? Because so I'm talking about this in the $100 kit. You can apply, what's up, Karen Jensen Johnson? Karen Jensen Johnson, you should join. You're Canadian, but you're married to an American and you now live in California. Karen Jensen Johnson, you're going to listen to this and you're going to join. You're going to sign up tonight or tomorrow morning, right? What's up, KJJ? Anyway, so here's what I'm going to tell you. So I swear it was Erica, but now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't. But anyway, regardless, whoever it was, right? Someone said, if you take those 16, and they said 16 pieces, but I broke it down to 15. You take 15 pieces, you turn around and sell that, right? So you do the math, 15 times 5, do your thing. To be active, you need 25 pieces, 50 PV, right? Times that by 2.75, you get your numbers, right? And so you're good with 15 pieces to make it easy, right? 15 pieces and you're active, right? You're considered an active consultant. So I thought about that and I laughed. I was talking to a person on my team today and I said, you know, it's funny because back in the day, a year ago, 15 pieces was like, man, that's like 2 weeks worth of work. And now I laughed and I said, you know, I sneeze and I sell 15 pieces. I could hold up one item that's in this box and I could sell 15 pieces like that. But it used to stress me out to sell 15 pieces in a week or something, right? But so here's what I'm going to tell you. 15 pieces in a month, that's all you have to do. But I'm gonna break it down to 15, the power of 15, right? And I may flip this around because when I'm going to write, it's all going to be backwards. Okay, so I may flip this around. I wonder if I can flip this around the other way. Hang on 1 second. Let me do that. So here, I'm going to do this. Watch this. We're going to go like this. Because I want you to see this board, and I'm not going to be able to see it. When I do this, I'm not going to be able to see it, right? So I'm going to take the flash off. So you'll see me, but I will not see you. Are you guys okay with that, right? So this is weird because I'm facing my phone and I don't see anything. So I will not see your comments. I won't see any of that stuff. But I want to talk about this. I have my little notes because I've been going crazy all day. And I got all excited about this, and I got all excited, and I was thinking, how does this work? How does this work? How does this work? Well, I want to break it down because I'm going to show you where my thought process comes on the power of 15. Right? So you have 15 pieces, and I'm going to try to stand so that you guys can see this. You have 15 pieces. I wish I had a calculator in here. Right? 15 pieces. You sell that, you basically get for $5, right? Times it by 5. You get what? That's 75, right? $75, right? So $75. To be active, you have to have 50 PV, which equals 25 pieces, times it by 2.75. Someone did the math, right? You can figure this all out. It's pretty easy. But so basically, if you sell 15 pieces, take 100% of the profits, you turn around and you buy 25 pieces, it's a wash, right? So it's a wash. So do you get what I'm saying? And so someone said you sell 15 pieces, you take that money, you buy 25, and you're active for the month. And that was really kind of where it was left. And while we were on that live, while I was on that panel, I just had this like thought of, holy crap, that is powerful. That is powerful. I don't know that you know how powerful that is. So I started thinking about that because I'm one, Trent's the worst, my brother's the worst, that you start crunching numbers and you start doing stuff, right? So I started crunching numbers. I've been crunching numbers since that thing, and then today it really kind of hit me, the power of 15. Because one of the biggest questions I am asked, or one of the biggest complaints and whiny things, is people will say to me, I don't have the money to build the inventory that you have. I don't have the money to be active. I don't have the money to build up my inventory. My husband would kill me, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. I get so tired of saying to people, if you look at my inventory, everything I have in my house, can I be very honest? I can't see anyone's comments, so I can't see anything. Everything I have in my house is 100% from my sales. 100%. Because when I started going live, I opened up my PayPal and I said to myself, I'm not going to buy unless I have money in my PayPal. And it made me hustle. So I sold the jewelry that I had, and it all, I used my invoicing through PayPal. All of that money stayed in, and I've just been buying and reinvesting in my business because I said that money will drive my business. That money is my business money. That money that I make from sales will help me to grow, and I'm going to throw it all back in, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. So the power of 15, right? So say we take this model and we say we're going to do this for 1 year. And so say you're sitting here and you have your starter kit, right? And you've been sitting on it, or you've sold a few pieces and you got a few pieces left. Let's say you have 20 pieces. Can we take 15 of them and play this game? Will you play this game with me for just a couple of minutes? You ready? You ready for this? You take those 15 pieces out of that box right there, that box. You take 15 pieces. I don't care if they're hot, I don't care if they're not. And you say, I'm going to make this work, Taylor. I'm going to do this. You take those 15 pieces, you sell them, right? You take that $75 and you buy 25 pieces. And you say, I'm going to accept Taylor's challenge of selling 15 pieces a week. I'm not saying 100 pieces a month. I'm not saying 100 pieces a week. I'm not saying 100 pieces per live. But here's what I'm gonna give you a challenge, especially those who sit here and say, I wish I could be you. I wish I could be you. Here's what I'm gonna say. Will you take my challenge, for every 15 pieces that you sell, that you will buy 25? Because here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some simple math. And I said to Sarah, I was talking to Sarah, and I said to her, I wish I knew the Excel formula, because I would figure it out so that you could have a spreadsheet to say, if I do this, this is what my results are, right? If I do this, that's what my results will be. Trent knows this stuff. I don't. So for every 15 pieces that you sell, you're going to buy 25, right? Are you following me here? So here's what I'm going to say. You take that 15, you buy 25. And so here's what you do. I would love for you to commit to say, in the beginning, I'm going to sell no matter what. I don't care if I have to skip lunch. I don't care if I have to skip dinner. I don't care if I have to walk down the street and open up a jewelry lemonade stand and sell, but I will hit that 15 pieces every week, every single week. And then every single week you order 25. So here's what I'm going to tell you. So in a month, right? You sell 15 pieces, you buy 25. You sell 15, you buy 25, right? You sell 15, you buy 25. You sell 15, you buy 25, right? So at the end of a month, you started with 15 pieces. You start today with 15 pieces. You sell them this week, you buy 25. You sell 15 the next week, you buy 25. You sell 15, you buy 25. You sell 15, you buy 25. So you've bought 100 pieces in 1 month. You bought 100 pieces. You've sold how many? 15, 30, 45, 60. So you've sold 60 pieces, right? So, in 1 month, from this 15 pieces that you started with on my challenge, in 1 month of selling 15 pieces a month, you went from 15 pieces as your inventory to 40 pieces as your inventory. And how much did it cost you? In addition to anything out of your family finances, zero. It cost you nothing. You just built your inventory. You just built your inventory by 25 pieces, right? You just built it by 25 pieces and it cost you nothing. And actually, if you did the math, you actually made money on this deal. You made money because if you do the math here and you say it is 60 times 5 and the cost of 100 pieces, you actually made some money. So here's what I'm going to tell you. As you go on, let's look at this as a whole year, right? Let's look at this as a whole year, okay? Are you all ready for this? Because this is where it gets fun, right? This is where it gets fun. So, how many weeks are in a year? 52. So, you have, let's start with the big math, right? You have 25 pieces, because you're going to buy every week, right? You're going to sell 15 pieces and buy 25. So you have 25 pieces, we have 52 weeks, times by 25 pieces, right? That equals 1,300 pieces. You are going to sell 15 pieces times, hang on, let me swap this, sorry. You have 52 weeks, and you're going to sell 15 pieces, right? That equals 780 pieces. So in that year, if all you do is sell 15 pieces a week, you will sell 780 pieces. And I wrote this all down so that I had it. 780 pieces times $5, right? $5 is $5,900. $5,900, right? You have 1,300 pieces. You times that by, I did the math. Where is it? Shoot. I don't know where, where's my math? Oh, so to buy this is $3,575, right? So this is the $3,575. So your profit is $325. So outside of the jewelry that you bought, but do you want to see, here's what's power? Here's what's power. Is from this, you then have 520 pieces, right? 520 pieces. You started here with 15 pieces. 15 pieces, and you didn't take a dime from your family. You didn't take a dime from your paycheck. You didn't take a dime out of your kids' mouths. You didn't take a dime from this investment, right? 15 pieces, right? You started with 15 pieces, and at the end of the year, if you follow this, you will have 520, and you will have in your pocket $325 cash as a profit, and then you'll have, your inventory will be 520 pieces. But that's not it, friends. That's not it. Because if you do the math on the hostess rewards, right, the hostess rewards, are you ready for this? You get another, because look, so you have 52 weeks, you're buying 25, you have 1,300 pieces. So you get another 130 pieces of hostess rewards. So at the end of the year, you'll be sitting with 650 pieces in your inventory that started with 15. If you are disciplined enough to say, I'm going to start with this 15 and I'm not going to take any of that money out of that account, out of that PayPal account. I'm not going to touch it. Right? So you sit here and say, well, that's great, Taylor, but here's what I'm going to tell you. The more you have, the more you will sell. The more you have, the more you will sell. I'm the biggest believer in that, right? I'm the biggest believer in that. So I look at that and say, how do you then compound that? Again, if you stick to the power of 15, so you look at it and you say, whatever your sales are, I don't care if all of a sudden you start selling 30 pieces a week. I don't care if you sell 45 pieces a week. I don't care if you sell 50 pieces a week. If you have the discipline to say, for every 15 pieces I sell, I'm going to buy 25. Do you get that? You say to yourself, every time, so I'm going to start with this amount of money, right? I'm going to take these 15 pieces, and this is untouchable money. This is untouchable money. Regardless, I can't touch this ever. I can't take profits out. I can't do anything. I will never touch this money ever again. Because this is where I'm going to build my empire, from these 15 pieces. So you say, every time I sell 15 pieces, I'm going to buy 25, right? So let's look at this. This week, over the last 7 days, between my wall drops, my repost sale, my lives, and other things, right? I don't have a website. I need to. Those of you who are in Elite saw me post something, right? Over the last week, I sold 3,000 pieces. So let's look at that. 3,000 pieces. And you say, okay, Taylor, so then how many pieces would you then buy? If I were doing this and I had that, started that 15 pieces, which in reality I did, and I was putting it all back in and doing that stuff, with 3,000 pieces, how many purchases of 15 to the 25 would I do? So if you divide that by 15, you end up with 200, right? 200 purchases of 15, so I sold 15 200 times, so I have to buy 25 times 200. Do you want to know what that is? That's 5,000 pieces. So in actual fact, with the 3,000 pieces that I sold, I should then turn around this week and buy 5,000 pieces. And if you live this and not say, I'm going to buy 10,000 pieces because I have the capital to do that, you say, I'm going to be strict. And this week I sold 3,000, and maybe next week I'll sell 1,000. Right? And so then you buy it based on that fact. You will never shortchange yourself. You will always stay up with your growth. You will always stay where your business demands. And you will always be able to grow as fast as you possibly can. Because you're increasing. So I sold 3,000 and I bought 5,000. Right? I sold 3,000, I bought 5,000. Can we talk about the elephant in the room here? Because I hear this and I love it. I love it. And I'm not upset. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not doing anything. Because I agree. And I say this to many of you all the time. I even say this on my lives. Because this only works. Can I repeat this and tattoo this on my forehead and on your forehead? This only works if you are buying, friends. This only works if you are buying for $275. That only works if you're buying from the back office. And I don't say that to say, I don't want you to buy from me. I don't want you, I have lots of people who are on here who are customers. Karen Jensen Johnson, she's a great customer of mine. I have many customers who are on this page because this is a page I've used in the industry for 15 years, right? But that model that I just showed you only works if you're buying from the back office for $275. It's the only way that works. It's the only way that that works, right? Because if you're paying $5 plus shipping and turning around and making zero, it won't work and you won't grow, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't care who I sell to. I don't. I'll be the first one. And it's interesting because I have a target on myself, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because here's what's interesting. I have a lot of people who I've watched over the years who sell to other consultants. There's a lot of top leaders who do. And some people criticize, some people do whatever. But I find it interesting when those who sell to consultants knowingly then turn around and criticize that I have consultants buying from me. I have often said to people, don't buy from me, it's in the back office, go place an order. I'm not selling you that, I'm not giving that to you, go place an order, it's still in the back office. I do that often. And I look at it and I say, but who's to say why or why not they are buying from me? So hang on for 2 seconds because I just want to do like a little timeout. Because there have been times, Mother's Day, who my sister, who is a widow, wanted a certain necklace that I missed out on. And so I went to Angela Drake and said, I need 50 of these. I was not buying them to turn around and sell. I paid Angela $5 a piece. Actually, I bought them and my sister paid me for them because my sister bought them as a customer to give to all of her widow friends, right? It was Raising My Tribe necklace. So who cares that I'm a consultant that I bought 50 things from Angela Drake? Who cares, right? I look at it and I say, but I look at this and I will say to you 1,000%, 100 days of the week, right? If you want this to work and if you want to grow and have this inventory and have these kind of sales, here's what you have to do. You have to be consistent. As a freight train that comes through every single night here at my house, you have to buy from the back office for $275 or else it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to open your mouth and step out of that comfort zone, and you have to be disciplined to say that 15 that I'm going to start with or that 100 that I'm going to start with, but every time I sell 15 pieces, I am ordering 25. I'm putting that money in my PayPal account, I'm putting that money in a separate account, I'm putting that money into an envelope, and that money is untouchable because that money is what I will use to build my empire, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you now. So how does this tie into the $100 kit? Can we talk about the $100 kit here for a second, right? It's $100, 99, whatever, blah, 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 plus tax, whatever, blah, right? We're not getting into those details. It's $100, and you get how many pieces? How many pieces do you get? You get 35. Do you want to see the power of this in tied to this? This is why when, I swear it was Erica, said 16 or whatever to be active. It triggered such a thought in my head that I was like, oh my gosh. So do you want to see this? So many people say, I had to put my kit on my credit card and I was terrified. I had to borrow that $100 from my mother. I had to swear to my husband that I would sell that and pay that back into our family funds within the first month. I had to sell my shoes to get that $100 to do that, and I had whatever the story is, whoever you had to borrow it from, whoever you had to steal it from, and Uncle Sam, whoever. That $100, I hear that all the time. Can I show you something? So that $100 kit gives you 35 pieces, and here's what I'm going to tell you. That $100 kit can set you free forever if you are hungry and if you are disciplined. So follow me on this one. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Can I get an amen? 35 pieces. Do you want to see how perfectly this works out? So to pay back, say you put this on a credit card. Say your husband says you have to have this paid off this month. Say your mom says, I'll give you $100, but I need it back next week. If you are hungry and if you are committed and if you truly want this to work, take my challenge. You sell 15 pieces a week, or for the first week you sell 20 pieces, right? So out of this 35 pieces that you get in your kit, you say, I'm going to sell every single piece, because I know many people who have done that. I know people who have done that in 2 hours. I know people who have taken their box, their starter kit, taken it to work, and every piece is gone in an hour at a lunch break. And they've called me and said, can I come to your house, Rachel Morgan, Can I come to your house and buy more because I opened that box at work and it's all gone? Right? Let's do this. You ready, friends? You ready? So out of the 35 pieces, you take the first 20 that you sell. Do you want to see how perfectly this works out? You take the first 20, times that by $5, and that equals $100. You take that $100, you pay that person back. You're clean. You put that on a credit card, it's paid off before you even get the bill. You borrow that from your mother, it's paid before she asks you, right? You open this kit, you open this box, and you actually have the courage to ask somebody to buy and say, I need to sell 20 pieces today. Today. You will do it. So let's do this. So you no longer have those 20 pieces. You no longer owe anyone anymore. But do you have 35 pieces? No, because guess what? 35 minus 20 equals how many? Can I get it? Can I get it? Equals 15. And 15 is the magic number that I started with tonight. 15 is the number that I've said to you, if you are disciplined with 15 pieces, if you start this kit, and if you start this journey, and if you start this adventure with simply 15 pieces, or even if today you have boxes and boxes, but you say, I'm going to take 15 pieces, or I'm going to take 30 pieces, and I'm going to sell them, and 100% of that money will never be touched for fun. It will only be touched for product. And then from that 15, that 30, that 45, that 100, that 200, that 1,000 pieces that you dedicate and you consecrate to this adventure, you never touch. And if all you do is take my challenge to sell 15 pieces a month, every single year, your inventory will increase by 650 pieces. 650 pieces every single year. Every single year. That doesn't include the times where you get double hostess rewards. That doesn't include the times that you get all these things. That doesn't include anytime you sign somebody up. I'm saying strictly as a $15, $100 kit. What I explained to you tonight starts with that. You buy the $500 kit, it just gets bigger faster. You buy the $300 kit, it gets bigger faster than this, but not as fast as the $500 kit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So here's what I'm going to tell you. Again, this only works if you're buying for how much? For $275. This money that's tied to this, do not ever use to buy a single piece from another consultant. Do not use any of this money. You have to be so disciplined that this is sacred money that you say, God, I will buy 15 pieces, or I'll buy 25 pieces for every 15 I sell, and I promise you I'll never touch it. And I promise you I'll never pay more than $275 for any of these pieces. And I'm here to tell you, believe in God, believe in whoever, believe in yourself. Your business will grow faster than you could have ever imagined. You'll become more dedicated because you'll see the power of 15. I posted that tonight and I said to you, who wants to see the power of 15? Who wants to see the power of the $100 kit? Who wants to see how perfectly it played out? And none of this came to me until that we were sitting on that panel call and somebody said, I swear it was Erica. Erica, if I'm wrong, or whoever was on the panel, whoever said it, where they said it takes 16 pieces to be active. I'm here to tell you it takes 15. And if you want to build an inventory like I have, it takes dedication to say of those 15 pieces and of the 25 I buy for every single 15 I sell, I will never take any of that profit. 100% of those 15 pieces, of that, every bit that I sell goes back into my business. And for every 15 I sell, like remember, I'm just going to do this one last time. So this week I sold 3,000 pieces. Instead of saying, so 3,000, well I actually sold 3,200. 3,200, friends, is $16,000 in retail sales. It is $7,000 of profit. If I were to say Hot dang, I'm going to go buy a new car. I got $7,000 of profit. I could do that. I'm going to go to Disneyland. I'm going to go on a cruise. I'm going to go do whatever I want to. You just lost the power of 15 and you're screwed. You know why? You can't touch this. And so you say, since I sold that many pieces, I'm going to continue to put my faith in myself, in the system, in my team, into the company, into the product, and I'm going to scare the crap out of myself. And I'm going to buy 5,000 pieces. Right there, you hit life of the party, bronze, in one purchase, in one time. And I'm not saying you do that all in one purchase, but you say, this week I'm going to buy 5,000 pieces to replace the 3,000 that I sold, because I believe in the power of 15. I believe in the power of 15. I will preach that. I will tell you, if you're willing to live by that power of 15, your life, your business, your family will be forever changed. Hang on, let me flip this around. Let me flip this around. Okay. Right? Right? The power of 15. The power of 15. Do you get it? Do you believe it? Are you willing to say, of that 15 that I then turn around and buy 25 of, I will never buy from another consultant. You can take other money. You can take your family money. You can do whatever. But this, what I just showed you tonight, is truly, it came to me, like I'm here to tell you, the 6 of us on that panel, we had a prayer. Thank you, Rochelle Beachy. She offered the prayer before. She said, before we start this, I want to start with prayer. All of us were like, heck yeah, let's do it. We had a prayer, and it was like, let us be inspired, let's do whatever. I was sitting here. You go back and watch that, and whenever that, whoever it was, I swear it was Erica, whoever said it, you will see me sit forward, grab a piece of paper, and I start writing. Because right at that moment, I had this light bulb that went, Taylor, that is so powerful. Simply the power of 15. 15 pieces. You sit and tell me you can't sell 15 pieces a week. You sit and tell me that you can't buy 25 pieces and be active. You know what I say to you? Shut up. You're lazy. You're not dedicated. All you want is that alcohol. All you want is that pack of cigarettes. All you want is to sell that 15 pieces and take that cash and go get your nails done. You know what I'm going to tell you? You now own a business. You now are an entrepreneur. And you know what? That money is sacred and you don't touch it. That money goes back into your business every single day. You want to be where I am. You want to be a 6-figure bling boss. You want to be a 7-figure bling boss. You want to have that? Guess what I'm going to tell you? When you start doing this and when you start seeing and believing in the power of 15, how simple is that? When you start seeing and believing that, you will grind harder. You will get more and more focused. You will get so stuck in to the thing about being consistent that you will be as crazy as I am and say, no one cares, work harder. Because the power of 15 is what drives me every single day. Everything I have here has come from my sales. Every time I buy, it comes from my sales. But now after this, I'm going to do my own math and say, if you ask my friends, if you ask the people on my smaller legs, I always say to them, because they say, should I buy a few extras so that I could hit bronze, so that I could hit silver? And I say, never. Never buy just to hit a rank. Never buy just to hit a life of the party. I said, what you need to do is get more consistent, go live longer, and make your business demand it. With this, you will never overbuy. You can never be accused of bonus buying, because there are many people who do that, right? You want to talk to me about selling to consultants? I'll talk to you about bonus buying, because I'm your upline and I can see. Here's what I'm going to say. You will never be accused of bonus buying. You'll never be accused of being dishonest if you live by the power of 15, because you can show them and say, I live by the power of 15. I'll show you my sales. I'll print off my PayPal account and show you what my sales are, and then that matches how I buy. It will keep you honest, it will keep you safe, it will keep you motivated, and it will keep you able to grow with your business. I'm here to tell you, I believe in the power of 15 more than you know. More than you know. I have 500 people on here watching this, and you know what? I invite all 500 of you to believe in the power of 15. That power of 15 that I just showed you, that I just walked you through, will change your life. It will change your business, people. The power of 15, it sounds so simple, but if you are dedicated enough and you say to yourself, when I go live, when I go to a basket party, I'm going to keep a tally sheet. And every time I sell 15, I'm going to buy 25. It will change your life, my friends. It will change your life. I'm here to tell you, I'm not going to go live and sell jewelry tonight. We got this. I got to get invoicing finished. It's almost all done. Be checking your stuff. But here's what I'm going to tell you. It came to me when I was on that panel. The power of 15. But here's what's crazy, y'all. And I know it's backwards now. But when you think about that $100 kit, and you say to somebody, let's get that $100 paid back in a week, in a day. And then we're going to take those 15 pieces and I'm going to change your life. Because if you're willing to run and if you're willing to dedicate those 15 pieces and every bit of money that comes from that 15 pieces, I will change your life forever. But you have to be willing to say, I will never touch the money from those 15 pieces. And I will never use that money to buy anything but $275 jewelry. Do you understand? Do you listen? Do you hear? And do you believe? If you do, accept my challenge and sell at least 15 pieces a week so that you order 25 pieces a week. That you get those hostess rewards. So at the end of the year, you get an extra 120 pieces of free jewelry. Please believe in the power of 15. Have a wonderful night. Feel free to share it with whoever you want to. Feel free to delete me. Feel free to block me. But here's what I'm going to tell you. When I sat on that panel and they said that, the power of 15 became so real to me. So real. That is how I'm going to be buying. That is how I'm going to be running my business 100%. Game on. Have a good night.